meteorologist Charlie Neese taking a look at how is the winter storm of January 10th going to be affecting us. We're going to take a look at some of the model data and see what the latest model data. This is January 9th, middle of the afternoon, getting some of the latest data in to get a better idea of what's going to be happening on Friday, January 10th, 2025. But I will tell you, number one, this is going to be a disruptive snowstorm. Travel is going to be majorly impacted across Middle Tennessee. Friday will be an absolute mess on the roads. Gradually on Saturday and especially on Sunday, we'll start to see travel conditions improve. But you do not want to be out on the roads on Friday because it's just going to be a mess. This is a classic winter storm setup for Middle Tennessee. Low pressure tracking way to the south of us, pulling up Gulf of Mexico moisture into all this cold air that we already have in place. It is a classic snowmaker for us. So let's take a look and see what the computer models are calling for. First of all, let's look at the HRRR, the high resolution rapid refresh model, one of the models that we look at, and we'll see about the timing of this. This is at 6 a.m. on Friday, January 10th, 2025. We're starting to see the snow move into the Nashville area. Now, there could be a period where we see the front edge of the snow evaporate as it falls through this dry air, so there could be a little bit of a delay, but that's going to do two things. Number one, it's going to keep the temperatures cool because that's an evaporation is a cooling process, so that's going to hold down the temperatures if we do see some evaporative cooling. And also, don't let it fool you. If you look out the window at 6 a.m. and in Nashville it's not snowing, don't think that that means this storm is not coming. It is. But somewhere in that 6 to 7 range, we'll likely see it start in the Nashville area. And then as we go through the day, by 10 o'clock in the morning, 11 o'clock, into the noon hour, those darker blues indicate heavy snow. We're going to see high accumulation rates. This is going to be a heavy, wet snow across Middle Tennessee with large snowflakes at times. That you'll look out the window and you'll think you're in the Arctic at times tomorrow. And then as we go in through the afternoon, gradually it starts to shift to the east. The heaviest goes into eastern Middle Tennessee. By 4 o'clock, we're starting to see some of the heavier bands break up. And then by 7, 8, 9 o'clock, everything starts to wind down. That's what it is on, again, the rapid refresh model. Let's take a look at, this is the NAM3, the North American Model 3 kilometer, a little bit wider view, again, showing the system as a whole coming in from the southwest. This is at 5 o'clock in the morning on Friday morning. It's snowing to the southwest of Nashville. And then by 6 o'clock in the morning, it's knocking on the doorstep. And then between 6 and 7, it moves in. And that's when we will see those road conditions go downhill really fast because the low Thursday night into early Friday morning is going to be down in the 20s. So the ground will be frozen. Everything that falls will stick, including on the roads. And the roads will go downhill quickly. As we go in through the lunch hour, there's the lunch hour. We are in the thick of it across Middle Tennessee. Now, you'll notice this model does have some mixing, some sleet and some freezing rain mixing in with the snow across the Tennessee-Alabama state line. That could slightly cut down on snowfall rates there or snowfall amounts. But make no mistake, all of Middle Tennessee will be significantly impacted by this system. And then by the time we get into that 7, 8, 9 o'clock hour, everything's moving out. So there's pretty good agreement overall in the models. Now here's the way, this is the blend of models. This is taking all the models because some of the models have some higher snowfall amounts, some have lower snowfall amount. This is kind of the average, if you average them all out. Here in the Nashville area, it's topping out at around 5 if you blend the models together. Clarksville about 4.5, just under 4.5 in Columbia, 5 in Cookeville. But let me say, this is the kind of setup, because we get this Gulf of Mexico moisture involved in this, and we got plenty of cold air, there could be some areas that are going to overperform on this. I mean, some of the models have upwards of 7, 8, 9 inches of snow, depending on where you are. So I think most of us will be seeing a 4 to 6 or a 5 to 7 range across Middle Tennessee. That's going to encompass most people, but there will be some locations, especially if we can get some of this banding setting up, that some localized areas could see 7, 8 inches of snow pretty easily. So just know, again, this is going to be very disruptive across Middle Tennessee with travel a mess on Friday. We'll start to gradually see it improve on Saturday. Saturday morning will likely still be a mess, but as Saturday goes on and the crews are able to get out and work on the roads, First, the interstates will become better and better. Then the state and U.S. highways will become, the main roads will become better and better. And then by Sunday, we get back up above freezing, and we try to see even some of the side roads begin to improve. But it's going to be rough overall. Friday into at least the first half of Saturday, even on the main roads. Then that'll get better. Sunday, we should start to see things improve overall. But this is going to be a significant snow. Hope you've been preparing for it. You got plenty of food for it. You're prepared to stay home on Friday and just enjoy this storm. And then we get into a slightly warmer pattern for Sunday before more cold air comes in as we head into next week. That's the latest on what we expect. Again, a summary starts Friday morning. Don't be fooled if you get up really early Friday and it's not doing anything yet. It will settle in on Friday morning. Also, it's going to be very disruptive. A 4 to 6 average across Middle Tennessee, 5 to 7 north of Interstate 40. And then there will be some areas that we'll see even more than that if you end up under one of these bands where we just get these incredible heavy snowfall rates of maybe 8 inches total for this storm. So, but enjoy it. That's the latest.